Several poultry products have been pulled off the shelves of this famous wholesale store. Find out what to do out of the supermarket.
Multiple stores and restaurants are closing at the highest rate since the COVID-19 pandemic. Stay with KSTV to see which chains are shrinking in size.
A district attorney has recommended that one infamous murder case be reevaluated. We'll have all the facts about the Menendez brothers case.
The Portage County Sheriff has found himself in the news once again. The details ahead and more as KSTV News at 5 starts now.
This is Kent Stater TV.
Good Friday evening. Thank you so much for joining us at KSTV News at 5. I'm Michael Neenan.
And I'm Tyler Schlosser.
Well, Tyler, with the coming election, it is ever more important to stay informed with what political candidates are saying and doing.
And to help us do so is our very own Gage Wellman. Gage, what's going on?
Thank you very much, Tyler. And with several issues on the ballot this fall come several political stories dominating our news cycle. Here's what's new in the world of politics. Portage County Sheriff Bruce Sikowski has once again made headlines after his office was accused of dropping off recently released inmates in downtown Ravenna, Ohio. One incident allegedly details Ravenna police confronting a female former inmate whom they said took clothes off of a scarecrow because she had no warm clothes. Ravenna council member Amy Michael says the city has attempted to fix the issue with the inmate drop-off, but the sheriff's office has not reached back out. And speaking of Ravenna, the United Church of Jesus Christ is holding a voter mobilization event known as Souls to the Polls. The event will be held at 1 p.m. on Sunday and usually has focused on getting black voters safely to the polls. However, the political climate of Portage County has changed as of late, since comments made by Sheriff Sikowski. The event this year is geared towards all voter demographics, and the church is holding this event in conjunction with the ACLU, NAACP, and members from Divine Nine sororities. Moving nationwide, both presidential candidates are making campaign stops in Texas today. Vice President Kamala Harris plans to speak on women's reproductive rights in Houston with a visit from pop icon Beyoncé. Former President Donald Trump plans to speak in the state capital of Austin and harp on one of his key policies, immigration. The Lone Star State was won by Trump in the last two elections and has not been won by a Democrat since 1976. Minnesota Governor and Democratic VP nominee Tim Walz is making several campaign stops in the swing state of Pennsylvania today. He'll begin travel in Pennsylvania before traveling to Allentown and finishing the day with a rally in Scranton, the birthplace of President Joe Biden. Pennsylvania is a key swing state and has been targeted by both candidates as a state that could decide the election. Pennsylvania was won for the Democrats last election by 1.17%. In addition to Pennsylvania, North Carolina has been targeted as one of the crucial states in this election. Ohio Senator and Republican VP nominee J.D. Vance will head to Rayford for a rally and then hold a town hall in Monroe. Vance recently made headlines when he rolled back previous claims he made about Haitian migrants in Springfield, Ohio, allegedly eating cats and dogs. Voter turnout has been a concern in the Tar Heel state in wake of Hurricane Helene. Now, to stay informed with the political developments in your country and your community, feel free to tune into KSTV's Election Night show. I've been Gage Wellman, Kent Stater TV.
Your first forecast on Kent Stater TV.
Now, I'm sure you've noticed that the daylight has been getting shorter, days have been getting colder, and sunsets have been coming earlier. With that comes daylight savings and the time for the clocks to fall back. Next Sunday, November 3rd, is the exact date. Sunsets are going to get earlier and earlier until the winter solstice, with the last 6 p.m. sunset on November 2nd and the last 5 p.m. sunset on the 26th.
Well, you know, Tyler, with shorter days, I'm wondering, this Halloween weekend, will it be good enough for people to go out and dress up?
I certainly hope so. I've had quite a few Halloweens where I'm like, why am I even out here? But for this week, I'm really hoping Aiden Graves, our weather correspondent, give me a good answer. What's going on for us, Aiden?
Hey guys, that's right. So for this weekend, I know definitely students are ready to get into their costumes and celebrate Halloween early. It will be some cool temperatures this weekend, but the weather for next weekend is still up in the air, so stay tuned for that. And yes, the daylight savings time as the temperature gets cooler and as we turn back the clocks, it will start to get darker early. But the weather will also change a bit. So here is a current look at the weather in Kent. Currently it is 61 degrees and partly cloudy skies. Again, with those faller temperatures setting in, it will get a bit cooler, especially at night. And with that cloud coverage of 44%, it will get a bit cooler. And as we look at an hourly forecast for tonight, it will reach the high 50s and then it will drop down a bit into the low 50s. So at 7 it will be 58 and at 10 it'll be 56 and then at midnight it will drop down to 53 degrees. And for our weather for tomorrow, it will be 56 degrees mostly throughout the day with partly cloudy skies. There will be some few early clouds setting in and then it will be mostly sunny. But there will be a slight chance of rain in the evening at 16%. So if you do have some weekend plans, I suggest bringing an umbrella. And that's all the weather updates I have for now, but I'll be back very soon to talk about what's ahead for the fall weather. Once again, I'm Aiden Graves. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Aiden. Last night, more than 25 vehicles were broken into in downtown Cleveland, according to police. 16 break-ins occurred on East 13th Street and Payne Avenue, while around 10 occurred on East 14th Street and Prospect Avenue. As of now, a police investigation is underway, though no arrests have been made in connection to the break-ins.
The mayor of East Cleveland has been charged with multiple white-collar crimes. The charges against Brandon King all consist of using his position and office to give unfair benefits to companies owned by himself and family members or individuals he had a personal relation to. The total of the alleged misappropriated funds is over $26,500.
Cuyahoga County prosecutors indicted a man connected to a series of violent street takeovers in Cleveland. 25-year-old Jordan McDonald from South Euclid faces 23 charges, including aggravated riot and obstruction, among others. Cleveland police have an additional 6 warrants out for other suspects believed to be related to the takeovers.
We're all about the latest health news throughout the nation, from contagious pneumonia to National Prescription Drug Take Back Day.
Costco is pulling its chicken products from its shelves due to a possible listeria outbreak. We'll tell you what the wholesale chain is doing to prevent further illness.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Kent State Student Media invites you to a charity collaboration between Black Squirrel Entertainment and KSTV, Extra Life. Watch all your favorite entertainment shows in one big 16-hour marathon as they raise money for the Akron Children's Hospital.
That is fantastic.
Starring the illustrious celebrities of the Blurb.
Do you want to go in the timeout?
No.
Okay, then say you're sorry.
The underdog nerds of All Systems Go. The comedic hooligans of Grab Bag.
My baby's gonna lose to you, you son of a...
The fun-loving gang, the College Voice.
That's so valid. Nice, Colin.
the musical masterminds of Kent Core,
Let's just.
Let's go.
and more.
You know the rules.
Just electric.
Come see all your favorite friends, support a great cause, and join in the fun. Extra Life premieres Saturday, November 2nd at 10 a.m. See it all on Black Squirrel Entertainment.
Tomorrow's news leaders.
Today's top stories.
From an award-winning student newsroom.
This is Kent Stater TV.
Your community.
Your stories.
On dining at McDonald's or Burger King tonight, you may want to reconsider. The Food and Drug Administration says some of the slivered onions found on Quarter Pounders were contaminated with E. coli.
This comes in connection to a recent outbreak of the foodborne illness. Some restaurants around the country are removing fresh onions from their menu as a safety protocol.
Well, for other health-related news, we bring in KSTV's own Emilio Hernandez to provide us with more stories.
What can you tell us, Emilio?
Yes, that's right. Thanks, guys. I have updates from across the country, starting with the spread of a contagious form of pneumonia. Walking pneumonia is a contagious form of pneumonia caused by the bacteria Mycoplasma pneumoniae. The disease infects the lining of the respiratory tract, and according to the CDC, the number of children ages 2 through 4 who have tested positive for the disease increased from 1% in April to 7.2% in early October. That's a 700% increase. In Missouri, a blood test has confirmed that a second person has caught H5N1, more commonly known as bird flu, seemingly without an exposure to an infected animal. Sources say that the person lived in the same house as the first case. However, experts say that because both patients began showing symptoms at the same time, it is more likely that they got infected from the same source, rather than one person giving it to the other. The CDC recommends that people ages 65 and older should get a second COVID-19 vaccine. According to experts, people who are moderately or severely immunocompromised should also get a second vaccine. The agency says that the second dose of the vaccine should be administered 6 months after the at-risk patients receive their first dose. The recommendation also suggests that the immunocompromised individuals could get additional doses if their healthcare provider recommends it. Tomorrow is National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, which means it's the time experts recommend getting rid of unused medications to reduce the risk of accidental use or intentional misuse. The top 5 groups of medications that experts say should never be left unused in your home are as follows: opioids, anti-anxiety medications, certain sleeping medications, muscle relaxers, and unused cough medications. That's all I have for today, folks. For more, go to kentwire.com. I'm Emilio Hernandez. Thank you for watching, and have a great weekend, Portage County.
A woman was found trapped and burned alive in a walk-in oven this past weekend. The incident, which occurred in a Halifax, Canada Walmart, involved Walmart employee Gersom Renkar. She was found dead in the oven by her mother, who was working alongside her, after she had been missing for over an hour. Details are not yet known on how she was trapped or if a mechanical error was involved.
Former CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch, Michael Jeffries, is scheduled for arraignment in a New York court today on charges of sex trafficking and interstate prostitution. Prosecutors say Jeffries, along with 2 other men, have been luring men into, quote, sex parties, end quote, for 2 decades in places like Europe, Morocco, and New York, with 15 unnamed accusers coming forward.
A larger ongoing mass recall of chicken products has been furthered by an announcement from Costco. All of their ready-to-eat chicken products from Bruce Pack have been recalled. Costco is offering a full refund and instructing citizens to return or throw away the products due to possible listeria contamination.
Stores across the country are closing their doors at the highest rate since the first year of the COVID-19 pandemic. As of now, 6,100 stores have shut down, surpassing last year's total of 5,500 closures. Among those stores includes nearly 600 Family Dollars, over 250 Walgreens, and exactly 150 Denny's restaurants.
The Menendez brothers, Eric and Lyle, who were sentenced to life without chance of parole for the murder of their parents, are now being argued for a chance at freedom, with new evidence indicating that their parents had sexually abused them as children, have encouraged prosecutors to change their sentence to 50 years to life with parole, which would make them eligible immediately.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Aiden Graves, here to bring you up to speed on the weather coming up for Kent and the surrounding area. Next week, we will have some warmer temperatures coming, but there will also be some rain at the end of the week. But here is a current look at the weather around the region. So mostly it is in the 60s and the mid 60s. So we have Cincinnati there at 66, Toledo at 61, and Columbus at 68. Then if you take a look at Athens, it is 69 degrees, and Akron-Canton, it is 64 degrees. And if we take a closer look at Northeast Ohio, it is again in the mid to high 60s again, with those fall temperatures coming in. At Cincinnati, it is 66 degrees, Columbus 68 there, and then in Akron and Canton, it is 64 degrees. And so here's a look at our 7-day forecast for the next week. Again, this weekend, it will be mostly in the 50s again, and then it will actually start to warm up a little bit as we head into next week. So on Monday, it will be 65 degrees, and then on Tuesday and Wednesday, it will get into the mid and even the high 60s on Tuesday at 74 degrees, and then on Wednesday, it will be a high of 76. But on Thursday and Friday, it will drop down just a little bit there on Friday with 62 degrees, and it will be a bit rainy. So on Thursday, there is a 61% chance of rain, and Friday, a 35% chance of rain. So just to be sure, if you're walking around on campus especially, or going to your classes, make sure you bring an umbrella. And that's all the weather updates you need for the week ahead. We'll see some warmer temperatures coming in next week and in the middle of the fall weather. Stay updated on all the latest at Kent Wired. Once again, I'm Aiden Graves. Have a great weekend, Kent State.
Two think tanks in Iceland have published some shocking results involving their labor market. After introducing a 4-day work week without a loss in pay, they have found that their economic growth rate has shot past most European countries and their unemployment rate has plummeted. It is unclear if this phenomena would apply in a larger labor market, but it is a notable step forward.
Defense intelligence of Ukraine obtained a recording of a Russian soldier condemning North Korean troops who entered the war. Russia earlier this week. The translation is provided, and the video appears to show a Russian soldier complaining about the North Korean recruits who are reportedly being provided with ammunition and commanded by the Russian military.
Denver Broncos wide receiver was shot over the weekend. We've got the details of the incident.
The 2024 World Series begins today, and fans are paying more than ever just to watch their teams compete for a championship.
I feel like her heartbeat is like same speed as mine. And I think we have this like deep connection, this heart connection in her heart, that there's room for me and Mom. When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer. It's a sensory thing. It's a thing with Asperger's.
She's really good with Anya. I've seen adults react to my daughter when she has meltdowns like she's from a different planet. And this little animal just sat next to my child and was just like, you know, it's gonna be cool. She's my superhero.
Good job, kitty cat.
When we adopted Lucky, we discovered all the wonderful things that make her unique.
Lucky's a little bit of a lot of things, but mostly she's pure love.
I got you.
Oh, yeah, I got him.
That stupid controller froze again.
You're only saying that because you're losing.
Bet you bought the cheap one.
My controller is junk too. Is this even real?
You're spending less, so...
Yeah? We'll just buy it again?
Smart kids.
Who are you?
Or what are you?
Hey, I was wondering if you guys wanted any... OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff, the crime dog. He's an imposter. He's a fake.
I am McGruff, the crime dog. He is the fake. And so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. And that, Pops...
Could blow up in your face.
That's right, Scruff. Let's take a bite out of crime together and protect ourselves against fakes. Like him, who says you're not the fake.
Dude, you're literally missing an arm.
You are smart kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
This is your Kent Stater TV Sports Report.
Denver Broncos player Josh Reynolds was shot outside of a club in Denver on October 18th. He was shot twice and suffered minor injuries alongside 2 other individuals. Reynolds has been on injury reserve due to a fractured finger for 2 weeks now. Medical experts claim his new injuries should not extend his leave from a physical standpoint, but his mental trauma should not be underestimated.
And with Game 1 of the World Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and New York Yankees kicking off today, fans are paying some of the highest ticket prices in years. Tickets at Dodger Stadium cost an average of nearly $1,400, while the games at Yankee Stadium average around $1,900, the most of any ballpark in the last 3 World Series. Well, it's about time we take things closer to home and talk about Kent State athletics.
That's right. KSTV sports correspondent Maddox Miller is here in the studio to give us all of the updates. Hi, Maddox.
Well, thank you guys, and we'll talk more about the World Series later, but like Michael said, let's keep it local and start with some Kent State athletics. Starting in Dick Stadium, the Kent State soccer team played yesterday against the Akron Zips in the annual wagon wheel game. The Flashes defeated the Zips 1-0 with the lone goal coming from sophomore Ava Todd, and senior goalkeeper Heidi Marshall kept the Zips out of the net with 2 saves to clinch the rivalry win. The Golden Flashes will be back in action on Sunday as they travel to take on Eastern Michigan at 1 o'clock. And we're going to get right into some highlights heading to the gridiron where the Minnesota Vikings were taking on the Los Angeles Rams in Thursday Night Football. And it was Sam Darnold fighting Josh Oliver for the game's opening touchdown, but the Rams would respond quickly. This time, Matthew Stafford finding running back Kyron Williams to tie things up at 7 apiece. The Vikings would take a 14-7 lead, and it would be Stafford again slipping some tackles and finding Cooper Kupp for his first touchdown back from injury that he suffered in Week 1. And with the game tied, the Vikings would look to take the lead here in the third quarter, and Justin Jefferson, just what a phenomenal catch, getting it into the 5-yard line. They would kick a field goal and another, but the Rams would take the lead and would tack on some more points on a 3rd and 4, 4th down touchdown to wide receiver DeMarcus Robinson. And with time running out, Sam Darnold would try and get the comeback, but Byron Young would get the safety sack. But we look on the replay, and this is where the controversy's been coming in, as it was a face mask, but the Rams would win 32-20. And moving to the Diamond, the World Series begins today. Game 1 between the New York Yankees and Los Angeles Dodgers will begin in LA at 8:08. The Yankees are seeking their first World Series since 2009, and the Dodgers are looking for their 2nd title in 5 years. Now, I personally have the Dodgers winning in 6, but I asked around the office, and let's look at what they had to say. We see our 2 men at the desk, Michael and Tyler, both have the Dodgers in 5 and 6 apiece. Our weatherman, Aiden, has the Yankees in 6. Amelia also has the Yankees, and Gage has the Dodgers in 5. This is one of the most star-studded World Series we have seen in a long time, and I'm sure it will be thrilling to see. And that's all I have for tonight. For sports news, both Kent and more, head over to KentWire.com. Once again, I've been Maddox Miller, and have a good night, Portage County.
A record-breaking achievement in the world of snakes has just been recorded, and we have the footage.
My name is Liam Aberly. I am an assistant designer here at Yellow Cake. Everything I do currently is all stuff that builds on top of things I learned at Kent.
They had a different commitment to their craft or to their major. Part of that is just who he is naturally, and I think part of that he gleaned and honed at his time at Kent State.
There has been a bit of a budding scene here in Cleveland between Valerie and some other designers that live around here, and we're really starting to put Cleveland on the map in the fashion world.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here.
Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Jimmy can't sing, and Tommy can't dance, so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, singing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Researchers in Florida caught a video of a Burmese python swallowing an entire deer, warning the following may be disturbing to some viewers.
Immense-sized prey, and if you were on the fence about the impact these animals are having across the greater Everglades, I would recommend getting off the fence, because with images like this and what we're trying to share here over a decade of tracking these pythons, which is why we're on assignment, these animals are having tremendous impact on our native wildlife in South Florida.
This python set a record for the widest gape, measuring at 10.2 inches. The Burmese python is an invasive species to Florida, with this one weighing 115 pounds. The deer in its mouth weighs 77 pounds. For context, that would be like a 150-pound person eating 100 pounds of food all at once.
Well, speaking of impressive foods, a famous piece of modern art is going on sale once again. The piece, titled Comedian, consists of a real banana duct taped to a blank canvas. Due to mass media attention after the piece originally sold for over $100,000, this time it's expected to break $1.5 million. It should be noted that the actual delivery of the piece consists of a banana, a roll of duct tape, a certificate, and installation instructions.
Well, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us.
For all of these stories and more, visit our website at kentwired.com and our socials at KentWired. I'm Tyler Schlosser.
And I'm Michael Maiden. Have a great night, Portage County.
I got you.
Oh,
Yeah, I got him.
that stupid controller froze again.
You're only saying that because you're losing.
Bet you bought the cheap one.
That controller is junk too. Is this even real?
You're spending less, so...
Yeah? We'll just buy it again?
Smart kids.
Who are you?
Or what are you?
Hey, I was wondering if you guys wanted any... OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am. He's not my Uncle McGruff, the crime dog. He's an imposter. He's a fake.
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake. And so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. And that, Pops...
could blow up in your face.
That's right, Scruff. Let's take a bite out of crime together and protect ourselves against fakes. Like him.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing an arm.
You are smart kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. No, he's a fake.
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake. And so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. You're smart. Buy smart.
After you joined our family,